Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is of course Jack and welcome back to Lumber Tycoon 2. Today we're going to be taking a look at what game passes you should buy, or whether you should buy any of the game passes in Lumber Tycoon 2 in 2021. Guys, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to go and put a thumbs up on the video and also subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you want to be kept updated with my latest videos. And breathe, that was a very long intro. So yes, you've seen by the title of the video, today we are actually going to be looking into the game passes of Lumber Tycoon 2 and seeing which ones you should buy, or if they're even worth buying in 2021. Guys, just a reminder before we do begin, you can go and enter my my 1000 Robux giveaway down in the description below, where you can go and follow my social medias via the Gleam link, and that will put you into some entries and that will do magical stuff, and yeah, you might win 1000 Robux, so I mean, it's worth it, right? And also, I did create a new Instagram account which was created a couple of days ago, so you can go down below and also follow me on there, which will give you an extra 5 entries. So just before we start the video, you may find it interesting to know that I actually do not own any of the game passes in Lumber Tycoon 2. There are various different reasons for this, which I will go through in this video. I will weigh up the pros and cons of each game pass, and that should hopefully, if you are considering buying any of the game passes, give you a better idea of what you're getting into. So the first game pass that I am going to go with, I'm going to be going from, oh, there is a tree there. I'm going to be reading them off by prices, so the lowest price first up to the highest price, of which the lowest price game pass is the Super Bridge game pass. The Super Bridge game pass allows you to lower the bridge for free, which is the toll bridge just over here. It allows you to lower the toll bridge for free, and it also lowers it for double the amount of time. So if you don't have the game pass like me, you just go up to Serenok and you will offer to lower the bridge for $100, and you can do all this, but it's just a deal. Thanks, and that will be $100. I didn't even notice that go out of my out of my money from here. If you've grinded out Lumber Tycoon 2 and you've got a good couple of $1 million in your bank account, whatever, you're less likely to notice the purchase go out. So $100 that I've just spent will lower the bridge. How long is it low for? I think it's 3 minutes. Yeah, it's 3 minutes, so it's now 2 minutes 40 seconds. For me, 3 minutes is plenty of time to go and do whatever I need to do in either Fancy Furnishings, Boxcars, or over in Bob's Shack. That gives me plenty of time to go and purchase whatever I need to. Now, the pros and the cons of this game pass. That is a very odd looking tree. Don't get distracted, Jack. The pro is obviously you're going to be able to lower the bridge for free, even though you have paid 220 Robux in order to get it in the first place. But in-game, you can lower the bridge for free, and it also lowers it for double the amount of time, which means that if you're going and buying loads of stuff, it means that, it gives you that extra advantage. You don't have to wait for the bridge to lower again. The con of this game pass, or the biggest con at least that I would say and that I can think of, is that by buying this game pass, it will no longer allow you to lower the bridge in order to access the end times. So if you don't know already, in order to get to the end times biome, you actually have to put one of the ostrich eyes into the glass of the toll bridge just here, and then that will lower the bridge down into the end times biome, where you can obviously access the end times tree, which is obviously the most expensive tree in the game. I would show you and lower the end times bridge, and so you can see that. I'm sure that most of you will have already seen the end times bridge lowered or lowering, so you probably don't need to see that again. But in any case, if you do purchase this game pass and you do want to get down to the end times biome, then you cannot. If you own the game pass and go and put the ostrich eye and then pay for the bridge, it will just lower as per usual. It won't lower the bridge to the end times biome. So that is the major con of this game pass. You cannot go to the end times biome if you have this game pass. Now, obviously, you can get around this if you have an alt account or if you're playing with a friend. If you're playing with a friend, then you can go and get them to do it if they don't own the game pass, and then it will lower itself down. I don't know. If you go to end times a lot, it may be more annoying for you than helpful. That's just something to bear in mind if you're thinking of purchasing this game pass. Now, the second game pass that we're going to go on to is the Super Hoove, which is actually Super Hoover, but Roblox seems to think that Hoover is a filtered word. So somehow the thing that you hoover with, which that was me hoovering right there, somehow that is an inappropriate word, so default you had to call it Super Hoove. And unfortunately, Hoover has decided to not be here for this occasion, which is right, well, splendid. Hoover's decided to not be here for this occasion, which is terribly upsetting. So we're gonna do this without Hoover. Now, the Super Hoover Game Pass costs 390 Robux. This is the second most expensive Game Pass of Lumber Tycoon 2. 390 Robux is quite expensive. I think that nowadays, if I go onto the Roblox app, because I know that I can purchase Robux in a smaller amount via the app, compared to computer. So for me to purchase Robux, in order to purchase this Game Pass right here, which is 390 Robux, I could buy 440 Robux for £4.99. And £4.99... Hey Siri, what is £4.99 into US dollars?
£4.99 is $6.83.
So for about $7 you could purchase this Game Pass. I don't know whether it's worth it. For the amount of times I need to go to the other side of the island, bearing in mind I don't really need to go over there. The only reasons that I'd be going there is to get Koa Wood, Link's Logics, or Blue Wood, or the Fine Art Shop. They're the only reasons I go there. Link's Logics, I don't really need anything from. The only real thing that I buy from there regularly are neon wires. Blue Wood, I don't really have a use for. Like, I will go and get it for fun sometimes, you know, and pull my hair out trying to find my way around the maze. And then the Fine Art Shop, you know, the only reason that I will go there is a new item on sale for Christmas or for an event. I don't really have a use for the paintings otherwise because I don't do a lot of building. Everyone's situation is different though. I completely understand. So it may be that you go to the Fine Art Shop and buy presents really regularly because you have a house build that you want to fill with paintings, or you need to go over and purchase a load of logic because you like doing logic within Lumber Tycoon 2 from Link's Logic. So it really depends on what you play Lumber Tycoon 2 for. But for me personally, I do not think that me spending 390 Robux on this Game Pass is worth it. For the amount of times that I actually travel to the other side of the island, I'd rather just pay the $400 per time rather than spending Robux on it. That's just my personal opinion. It really just does depend on how many times you find yourself traveling to the other side of the island to whether it's worth it or not. And for the final Game Pass of Lumber Tycoon 2, which is the Super Blueprints Game Pass, which is also the same thing as the Power to Build, or Power Ease to Build, or the Power, or the Strange Manpower, or the Creative Mode, or whatever you want to call it. Within Lumber Tycoon 2, they're exactly the same thing. This Game Pass costs 720 Robux. It's the most expensive Game Pass, and 720 Robux is a fairly large amount. The Game Pass essentially allows you to fill any blueprint within Lumber Tycoon 2 with one single unit of wood. For those of you that are new to Lumber Tycoon 2, to explain that in better terms, one unit of wood is around there. Actually, that's just under one. I think that's just under 1 unit right there. Gives you a general idea. That right there is 1 unit of wood. Yeah, I was a little bit short on there. But pretty much I have the power to build, so as you can see, if that was 1 unit, which is just off by 9%, then that would have filled in that blueprint. But as you can see, if I go over to a bigger blueprint that I have on my base, such as, let's say, the counter surfaces, I've got some countertop blueprints just over here, 91% again. As you can see, the wood required for the countertop is 15 compared to this piece of wood over here, which I presume the wood required is probably 2. So the wood required for those is actually 1. My mistake. I thought the tiny tile was 1, but they're both 1 apparently. So as you can see, I could have filled in both of those blueprints with the same amount of wood, which is 1 unit, which is a really great thing, at least for me, in Lumber Tycoon 2. Now, you can either purchase this for the 720 Robux price tag that it has in the Game Passes, or you can save up and grind 10 million and 9 money in game. 10 million and 9 money is a lot. I played Lumber Tycoon 2 for 12 hours straight. By the way, if you haven't seen that video, it's up there. I played for 12 hours straight. I made just under $1 million. That's a lot of work to get to 10 million. So from my perspective right there, for 10 million, that would give you the power to build for 720 Robux on all slots that you have in-game. So all of my slots, all 6 of them here, would have the power straight away, which is definitely a pro for me. Whereas if you were to go and purchase the power to build in-game, it would give you the power to build on that 1 slot, but if you then wanted to go and transfer it to your other slots on your other bases, you'd actually have to overwrite them and then start from scratch in order to receive the power on those other bases. So I don't know. It really depends on if you're wanting the power on all of your bases or whether you're just wanting them on 1. I don't really know why you just want them on 1, because that would seem a bit silly. So I think that, yes, I think that is probably worth it. And if I didn't have donations from you guys coming in, you know, every so often, I think that I probably would have ended up purchasing that Game Pass, but there isn't really a need for me to do so, other than for a purpose of a video. Overall, then, I think that I wouldn't buy the toll bridge. Personally, I do not think that, just for the pure fact that I go and get end times wood quite often, either for videos, live streams, or just for entertainment, or doing it with fans or friends. For the amount of times that I do it, I think that it would be more unhelpful to have to try and bring an ult in order to go down to the end times biome each time I wanted to go and get N times wood. Super Hoover Game Pass, which allows you to use the ferry for free. For me, I wouldn't purchase it. I don't go to the other island often enough in order to make that viable. It is 390 Robux, which I suppose isn't really expensive for some people, but I understand for a lot of people that is a lot. Comparing that to $400 in game, I think that I'd rather spend the $400 each time. Now, if I wasn't receiving donations from you guys and I was purely grinding out money in Lumber Tycoon 2, I would think that the Super Blueprint Game Pass for 720 Robux, which would give me the creative mode or the power to build, I would think that yes, that would be worth it. If I wanted to just crack on with building, it would mean that I wouldn't have to go on the quest in order to go and get it. I wouldn't have to grind money and save up $10,009,009 to get in order to go and get it. So I think that just by a click of a button and spending 720 Robux for the sake of filling blueprints with 1 unit of wood each time, yes, I think that is probably worth it. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to go down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications if you want to be kept updated with my latest videos. You can go and enter my 1000 Robux giveaway down below in the description. Go and make sure you follow all of my social medias if you would like to. My Discord is down there as well, and I will catch you in my next video.